We have already practiced making the perfect cylinders, and now we are going to practice stacking them to make our buildings. Okay, so you again are going to need your pencil and your sketchbook, which should be labeled Cylinder City Rough Draft. All right, we have a couple cylinders. You should have 3 at least that you've drawn. What we're going to do now is practice stacking the cylinders on top of one another. So your steps are still the same. You're going to make the 2 dots for the top of your cylinder, and then you're going to draw the sides. The only difference is when you already have a cylinder drawn, you're going to end up making the dots on one side of that cylinder and the other side of the cylinder. Yes, I do want you to make the dots every single time. This is going to help you get that cylinder centered on the other one. It's going to help make sure that this cylinder looks like it's setting in the middle of the one below it or above it. Okay? So you're still making the dots. Make sure that if you put this one about that far away, it should be about that far away on the other side. Go ahead, add that bottom slightly smiley line to connect it. You're going to make the slightly frowny line behind it to connect it behind. What I do is when I run into the other cylinder, I stop, go to the other side, and continue drawing. If you draw through it, it's just going to be a lot of erasing. Okay, then I can draw those straight lines down from the dots, remembering to keep them about the same length down. And then, last but not least, drawing that bottom curved smiley line on the bottom of my cylinder. Remembering never ever ever having a straight line on the bottom of my cylinder. Okay, you can do this as many times as you want to stack up your buildings and turn them into a little skyscraper for our alien city. You can practice going from the small to the bigger. You can also practice going from a larger one to a smaller one. For this, you're not going to see the top of that cylinder. You're not going to see that ellipse. You are going to still see the sides of your cylinder, and then again that curved bottom. I want you to practice going from a small to a big, as well as from a big to a small cylinder.